What's up guys, it's Ryan from the Journal 82 channel. If you've watched this channel recently, you probably noticed I've had a lot of videos on e-bikes, especially the Aostirmotor S07. It's a 1500 watt rear hub drive e-bike, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've put up some videos on assembly and some speed tests and some stuff like that, some impressions, and I'm about to do the same for another e-bike for you guys. This is the S07-B we're about to break into in just a second. It's a more budget, affordable, and it's a 750 watt rear hub drive. So I'm super excited to take a look at it. Let's open the box. Let's see if we have the tools on hand here to get this thing assembled, and then stay tuned for tons of videos to come on top speed, impressions, all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check it out guys, I love these fat tire setups. This is a 26 by 4.0 and it's gonna do awesome in sand or anything soft like that. It's gonna be super stable. Can't wait to ride with it. Now, one man obviously can pull out of the box. I recommend two people. It'll be a little less awkward and you won't pull any muscles because we got riding to do. These batteries are very self-explanatory guys. On off right here, you want that to be on off. You plug your charger in here. On the other side, you'll have your key where you'll be able to lock it and unlock it there. And you'll have a pretty sweet battery indicator right here. My last battery didn't have that, so I'm pretty pumped. Let's put this thing on charge. Guys, I have to take a second and give props to Aostirmotor for the way they package this thing. I have unboxed $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 name brand electric bicycles before that had pretty much no foam on them whatsoever, no protection. This bike was covered. Every little arm, every bar, the forks, the kickstand, everything was covered in foam. And it wasn't taped super tight, it was taped loose enough where you could just grab it and pretty much just pull it off. They really go to extra lengths to protect this thing, and so props there. Alright, so I'm going to start assembling this thing, and if you have a bike stand or have access to get a bike stand, that's going to be by far the easiest. You can pick them up for around $100. I'll try to put a link down in the description below. If not, I'm using this motorcycle lift, and with a little awkward movement and clunkiness and probably almost dropping the bike 2 or 3 times, I will be able to get it together. So let's grab the instructions and see what we can do. What you get in the box for starters, you get the S07-B manual, you get a reflector, you get your pedals, and you get a toolkit. Hopefully this toolkit has everything in it we need to assemble this bike. We will see. Okay guys, so the Aostirmotor instructions say to start by inverting this thing. So we'll go ahead and flip it upside down. I'm going to use this as a pad on the bottom so it doesn't mess up the seat or anything. Alright guys, I'm going to start by putting the front wheel on. I'm just going to loosen this bolt up and remove it. Alright, I pulled out my protection piece. Alright, you're going to loosen up your nuts that are on your rear axle. You're going to place your front wheel on and make sure you get your brake disc between the pads. Alright, when we've got our brake disc safely inside the pads, we've got our nuts here on the outside of the forks. We're going to snug them down. This is a 15mm wrench, and it did come in the toolkit. Alright, now I think we can flip this thing over and work on the handlebars. If you're given 3 Allen wrenches in your toolkit, use your middle size one to remove this. Mount your bars. Bars are already centered in the clamps, so all you have to do is line up your bars with your front wheel. And your small Allen wrench that came with your toolkit is going to tighten down these two bolts to tighten down your stem aligned with your front wheel. You can snug down this wrench that holds everything together, and then you can adjust your screen exactly where you need it. Now your screen is already tight enough, it's not going to fall off. You can kind of move it where you want it, it's going to stay. If you do need to snug it down though, you will need a size smaller Allen key that is not included in the toolkit. So I have one of those laying around, so no problem. I will snug it down with that. Alright guys, now our keys, it looks like we're given 3 keys here, and all the other e-bikes we've ever gotten have only had 2. So that's pretty cool. We'll cut these off. We'll cut this zip tie off, we'll cut this thing off, and keep moving. Alright guys, next, our headlight is already mounted. The bolt is in and it's loose, but we need to add the rear part of our front fender. So I'm going to have to actually pull the nut off, take the bolt all the way out, slide my front fender up here, and then put the bolt back through. Put the nut on the back, hand tighten it. Next I can take my supplied Allen wrench and there's a chance that I can just snug it down until that bolt or that nut starts to bite. And then you should be able to snug it up the final amount by hand. You can kind of adjust that fender to wherever you want it. Okay guys, next we're going to install the pedals. A lot of times when I get the pedals for these bikes, they have stickers on them telling you which one's right and which one's left. This one doesn't, so you're just going to have to either look at the threads or just gently try. One pedal is going to rotate one direction and one is going to rotate the other. You're going to use your supplied 15mm wrench to tighten these up. There we go. Alright, while I'm down here at the pedals, I'm going to go ahead and put the chain on the sprocket. I'm going to do this by grabbing it from the bottom, moving the derailleur. Okay. Alright guys, now before you put the weight of the bike on the kickstand, these kickstand bolts are going to be loose. They have nuts on the back, so you don't have to worry about messing up the threads or anything if you forget, but you're going to hold the nuts on the back. Sometimes you can get them to bite with your hand, and then you're just going to snug up the bolts with the Allen wrench. Sweet! Alright guys, the last thing to do is very easy and self-explanatory. Got this carrying rack right here. I'm very pumped about that. I don't have that on any of my other bicycles, and these things are just so logical to have. And you're just going to put it on here. You've got 2 bolts on each side. The smallest Allen wrench supplied works perfect, and you're good to go. Okay guys, so our battery charge indicator is green on our charger. We should be good to go. Let's go ahead and hook up the battery to this and make sure it works. You can see the slots in the battery. It just has to be up a little high, and then it pushes down. And then of course you have your switch on the side for turning the power on. Yeah, so once you have your battery in and your battery switch on, you're going to press and hold the mode button right here. And your display is going to come on. Looks like we've got 5 modes of pedal assist in this stock setup. Let's see if it works. Nice! Alright guys, so there you have it. There's your unboxing and assembly of the Aostirmotor S07-B 750 watt rear hub drive e-bike. Now, the weather's supposed to be good this weekend. I'm going to take this thing out on the trail, I'm going to take it on the road, I'm going to ride it in the grass, I'm going to get some feel for it, and I'm going to come back next week and give you guys a first impressions video. I'll also do a video showing you guys how the display works, telling you guys my favorite things about the bike, the things I don't like about the bike. I'll tell you everything. So far I am very pleasantly pleased. My favorite thing is that this bike comes with a twist throttle already, and myself being a motorcycle guy, I love that, because every other e-bike I've had to remove that thumb throttle and put the twist throttle on it. It is a half twist, so it's still very easy to grab the handlebar. So I'm excited. I don't have to do any more work to this thing. I'm going to take it to the motorcycle track this weekend and use it as a pit vehicle. Wish me luck. I'll let you guys know how it goes.